Hi, this is Rob and Ali sharing with you our passion of all things cruise and travel.
We are on the P&O Pacific Encounter for a 3-night 80s cruise.
Woohoo!
Hey! So, this is our cabin tour. We've got an inside cabin on deck 11.
715. We are on deck 11, so that's obviously near the top. We're near the penthouse up here, so that is, we're sandwiched between the floors down here, between sort of 5, 6 and 7, which is where you have the, that's where all the action is. Actually, it's the theatres and the bars and the restaurants. Then we've got rooms below us, then there's us, deck 11. More rooms, and then up here you then get to your open decks and the pool. So we are at the back here. This is the very last set of lifts at the back, and then we're just tucked down here, and we are 11715. Just a short walk away from these lifts. Let's just go through and see what it's like. Our interior cabin is right next door to the laundrette. So this is guests' laundrette, but it's open from 7 a.m. till 10 p.m. So pretty much all day and well into the evening. Oh, okay. Goes around here as well. Here we go. So it's a pretty big laundrette. Look at the size of this, and it does have the proper machines in here, the washers and the dryers, and as well as the ironing boards. Now we have done a separate video of this, but we've never been in a cabin right next door to it. So we're interested to see whether or not we're going to hear any noise, or whether we're going to be like babies, and just the sound of that washing machine going will actually send us off quicker. Who knows?
Actually, I was just going to say, our cabin is on this wall here, so our cabin's this side. The washing machines are on this side, so less chance of if they're going rumble, 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 of the noise transmitting through the wall.
Now it says on the wall, the dryers are for drying clothes only. Oh, does it mean for drying clothes only?
Yes. Don't put your umbrella in there.
Right, got it. I just tried to, I was thinking, what else would you put? Anyway. Okay.
I don't know what else you could put in there.
Just me.
Kids, put your kids in there. We don't do that. We don't put kids in drying machines.
Let's go and see our room. Always gets me the way these numbers go, because this is 11715 and our neighbour is not 11717 or 3 as you would think, but 11719. Ooh, spooky. It's like an in-between room, like, what is it, Harry Potter? So let's give you a little tour. Oh, I've got a little message in there. Let's see what the message in the door is.
Message in a door,
Yeah.
not message in a bottle.
How exciting. This is our dining table. So they have 3 dining rooms, and you have one in rotation. And then they give you a time, 7:45, perfect. And it goes Angelo's, Dragon Lady and Waterfront. Perfect, don't need to change that. If you needed to change it, just dial up the room service. There's kind of the telephone on your desk. Dial up, don't bother waiting in any queues, and see if you can get it changed. Okay, so let's do our tour. I'm going to take off the neon the neon bag. It's the brightest thing in the room, I think. Okay, so on first inspection, it's a very compact room. It has everything in it, I think, that you need. Actually, there's no table this time. On the previous one we were on, we had to have a table and a chair, and we thought it was going to be very cramped, but actually we managed with it. We sort of managed to squeeze it together. We haven't got that in this one. We like our beds together. We do like a double bed together, but this can be configured into a twin. And our girls said we sent them to their cabin, and they went and did their own tour of their cabin, and straight away the beds were as a double bed, and they went and they flagged down the cabin attendant and got him to change the beds, and they got extra towels and things. So it's well worth doing that little checklist first. So first impressions, Nice, it's light, it's airy, it smells very fresh, and it looks clean. I will do the cleanie test in a minute. We'll just show you the configuration. So from the door, the way this works is round the corner here is your separate bathroom and your wardrobe space. I love this layout. I love it because the bathroom and the bathroom door are nicely tucked away in its own kind of corridor area, so the person in the main room doesn't have to see what you're up to, whether you when you go in the loo or when you're coming out and maybe you want to get dried out here and you get changed, so you can do all that in privacy. So if you're having to share a room with somebody that you're not that familiar with, do all that around here in the comfort of your own space. And the wardrobe, because it's an open wardrobe, it's huge. Look at this. How much space do you need? Plenty of hangers here. If you were on for a much longer cruise, you might need a few more, and they'll certainly bring more for you. There are so many things you can now buy. Either buy them at places like Kmart or buy them online, that you can hang up on these rails that are kind of your own sort of drawers, shoe hangers that with these shoes in and organisers and stuff. So having these open wardrobes rather than the little wardrobes with the doors, so you're restricted on these rail space, this is a bonus for things like that. Above the rail here in this wardrobe is this very big shelf here. You will get your pool towels here. The pool towels, you can't get those refreshed upstairs. You have to get them from your cabin attendant. He will change them every day for you, but you have to ask for him to replace them. It's not automatic. It's a nice big deep shelf. I never put anything up here because I'm too little, and I'm afraid that if anything goes back to the back of it, I'll forget to pack it and I'll leave it on board. So, here you have, they always leave you with a little laundry bag and a laundry list, but they do have laundry facilities for guests on board, as we've already shown.
Right next door.
Right next door, you couldn't get nearer. Robert's volunteered to go and do all the ironing all week.
It's very handy. I didn't even bother ironing a lot of things, purely because we're next door to the laundry and it's just as easy to do it as we need it.
Yeah. Slippers and just put the bed sheet round you and off you can go. This is a fabulous floor to ceiling kind of drawer space, or whatever you'd call it, shelf space that's covered in, and it's sort of different sizes, so depending on how you pack or how many packing cubes and things you've got, this is really, really good. You can pack a lot in. The safe. Now you might think it's not worth using the safe because you're nice and safe already on a cruise ship. Who's going to steal anything? This is fabulous. Put your valuables in here, like your tickets home for the aeroplane, your wallet and your car keys. Put them in, the car parking ticket to get out, all that kind of stuff. When you come to disembark on the last day, you can't find anything. You can't remember which pocket and which pants you had on. Put it in the safe. You know where it is to find it when you leave. The bathroom. Okay. So the bathroom is, well, they're all compact, aren't they? But yes, this is a pretty compact size. This is, I was going to say it's showing its age a little bit. It's showing its age a little bit. It's got this kind of bluey tiles and things. It's spotless. I have to say it's really, really clean. Can't see any stains or really any signs of proper wear. You know, there's no scuffs or anything on this, or chips or anything like that. It's just the plastic that's just starting to just, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's old-fashioned rather than actual proper age.
This one actually is a lot.
It is a lot brighter, isn't it?
It's a lot better than some of the ones we've seen. It doesn't seem to be all chips and scratches.
As I say, there's nothing. There's no scuffs or anything on this. This is really quite well presented. I'm sitting on my own seat here, as you see. Nice big size on the top here. Plenty of room to put wash bags and things. Although there are two very solid hanging hooks here. For, well, if you just want to hang your kids up if you're being naughty. Yeah, just if you have the wash bags that hang down, then they're nice and strong. You can get a good weight on those. There's a bin in here, lots of spare toilet rolls there, and a nice shelf off the floor here for any extra kind of wash bags and things, so that if you do flood the floor and it gets wet, your stuff isn't kind of swimming in water on the floor. It's well kept well off. That looks good. Okay, let's see the other towels. Can you hear these? So they're not hugely fluffy, but they are nice. They're nice and soft, and they have that, oh yeah, they've got a nice pile on those. That's sort of that's your hand towel. And then we've got, I'll just show you the bath towel size.
Does that one make a rustling noise? Oh yes, it does.
Gives you a good idea. Some of them are so
Don't go touching me now though.
Some of the, oh, you're
Give me
your
an electric
hair,
shock.
Your hair's going to stand on end. Some
My
of the
hair's
bits-
going to stand on it.
Yeah, your eyebrow hair is going to stand on end. Yeah, that's that one's a little bit thinner than that one, but no, they're good drying towels, I have to say. But check out the size. Look at this. Just about. I mean, you really do have.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'll probably get another one. If you wrapped it round you and you were any bigger though, you'd kind of have to decide whether you showed off the top half or the bottom half. Something's going to show. So you can always ask for more. They're happy to bring you more towels. Let's have a look at this. So we've got a shower curtain here. Nobody likes a shower curtain, and that's because when the water's hot, it flaps in and sticks to you like some horrible wet flabby fish or something horrible.
Or it flaps out and the water all floods.
Well, do you know, yes, you see, I don't know who designs these. So this is designed where it just sits just on the top of the ridge. Now, the one thing or the other, so it's either going to flap out, run down the curtain and get the whole cabin soaking wet, or it's going to be inside and just stick to you. So let's just tuck that out of the way, the old favourite. Let's go inside. So really, I don't think you could get a decent wash anyway with that shower curtain closed. You haven't got the room. You need the room to be able to move your arms outside. Not a lot of room if you've got your own toiletries, just enough probably to put maybe 2 bottles there. They have got here, you've got shampoo and you have your body wash. Should I give it a smell? That's the body wash. That's the shampoo. Do you know, they're different. Now, I always swear that these are the same. They actually are. They're a different consistency and a different smell. There you go. Kind of clean smell. So it's not luxurious, but it does smell clean. So that's okay. I'll let you know how I get on with those. I'm just going to bring that and wash that away. And we've already done the toilet. We've done the water tests and we've done the toilet tests, but I'm just going to. So
that was a first. I don't think we've ever flushed a toilet during a cabin tour before.
Well, do you know why I did it? Because we have had, some of our viewers have asked, how loud is it? Because if you get up in the night, is it going to disturb the other person? And as I said, the beauty of this is because the door's round the corner, you don't get the direct sound. And that wasn't a bad, was it? It was kind of a short, sharp shock, but it wasn't too gurgly, was it? So there you go, for the people who've asked, that was it. Okay, this is the favourite as well. Oh, don't I sound vain? But a huge floor-to-ceiling mirror, and then you've got all this space to stand back and admire how gorgeous your perm and your fluoro look is. So, oh no, look at this. Something's wrong here. Okay, I can't help it. This was on a slant. That's going to drive me nuts. It's like having a picture, isn't it, on the wall? It's slanted. Anyway, I can feel that air conditioning. Again, we've done the test. We've put it down to the coolest. and we can feel that air conditioning is coming through. It goes all the way up to quite a high temperature on here. So if we were going to get some cooler nights, yeah, we've got some nice heating.
We're not supposed to get cooler nights for the next few nights, thankfully.
I know. Okay, so as we said, quite compact, but look, got two beautiful pictures on the side here, which gives a bit of depth and some colour. And then this lovely big mirror on the back, which sort of acts as your headboard. Hello! And that, oh look, beautiful picture on the back as well. And that again gives that illusion of having a bit of depth, because you've then got a mirror here.
One of those infinity rooms.
So there's a lamp either side, and I can see that on these lamps we have a USB. Fantastic, so you can charge your phones.
That's a USB-A, not a USB-C. Because USB-Cs are becoming more popular with certainly I think that my iPhone has a USB-C, it wouldn't go in there. So I'd need to get one with a USB-A connector on it.
Ah, it's on the list, isn't it, to always bring. And then two really good drawer sizes on the side here, as well as a shelf.
Yeah,
so
one of those
plenty.
open. I missed it.
Look, it's really quite deep, and deep that way, and kind of deep that way. You can get quite a bit in there. Now this look at this. No, I'm not satisfied with that one.
Really?
No, it's squidgy, but it's lumpy.
Oh.
It's like no, it's like porridge.
That is my side of the bed, though. So
it is, but that's more like. Oh, look at that! You see, look at the. That's more like it. If I had two of those, I'm afraid I'd have to have one of those changed. But because one's on top of the other, it'll probably be okay. But beautiful. That's lovely. I'm gonna check, isn't it? Oh yeah, both of mine are lovely. You can ask. They offer 3 different sorts of pillows, but definitely that's just lumpy. Don't like that one at all. The linen on here is lovely. It's crisp. It's not harsh. It's nice and soft, and it's got that lovely coolness into that. Starched. Should I do the bed test? I know it's early, but while I'm here.
Well, you haven't done it in a few videos.
I'm going to have to, you see.
People
now.
are missing your bed test.
Well, do you know, you take it for granted that the pillows are going to be marshmallows every time, and that was a bit of a shock. That was a bit lumpy, so I'm going to have to do the bed test. Okay. I'm nervous because a few times they've been so hard, I've nearly bounced onto the ceiling. Okay, and that is soft. That is soft, but not soft where it's kind of all gone, you know, like a big saggy soft. That is just a soft. That's nice. That's really good. Okay, so we are on to the refrigerator. Now, our girls said last time their refrigerator actually froze things. We were here probably an hour and a half ago, and we put some little beers and things in. They're cold. They're absolutely not going to freeze, but they're really cold. That's a thumbs up for that. Look, I'm out of breath after doing the bed test. Dear me. The water here, so this isn't complimentary, the water. Our cabin attendant has already been round to introduce himself, and one of the first things he told us about was the water here, but you have to pay for it, and they have an offer, a little card here. So he did warn us about that, which was excellent. Got one chair. We use this, we have to share this between us for all our obviously like the dressing table getting ready, but then we have all our equipment, and I'm sure you're the same, where you'll have your phones and your laptops and whatever you have, your cameras all charging. So it's a pretty big space. That's going to be okay. There seems to be an array of paperwork here. Internet access, important information on your good times, plus the good times, plus welcome on board, anything you need help on, personalised, written to us. Robert Nelson. Look at that, welcome on board. I haven't seen that one before.
No, and I haven't seen that one behind before either.
No.
which says you can buy some of the robes and towels.
Bathrobes 20, umbrella 10, towels 40. Oh my god, yeah, that's new. And then you've got this little information bit here, which normally is what you ignore.
That's room service, isn't it? Usually?
Yeah, you see, normally you ignore these little bits and pieces, but these are great because you just put your camera on them and it'll take you straight to the app for your room service. As we've mentioned before, we now use the telephones more and more in our rooms, saves you queuing up. And I think it's because we've mentioned it. I think this is down to us, Robert. You know the instructions on these were so old you couldn't read half the time what they were. Look at this. Can you see this? Brand new, all updated. So you now know you've got dining in your room, wake up call, message rate, housekeeping, guest service and dining reservation. So you don't have to queue up anywhere. And it's all nicely newly done. Excellent. Oh, this needs a bit of an upgrade, doesn't it? This is the one. Most people bring their own, and I'm sure that's probably why they just don't bother spending out upgrading. I suppose it would cost a lot of money upgrading all these. It's kind of one of the last things you do, but literally, this is not going to style your hair, I don't think. It's just going to dry it off, but let's listen. Smells very burny.
Probably hasn't been used to it. Filled up with dust. While you're there though, what have we got in the way of electrics? Because people are always interested in electrics in cabins.
This looks like it's new. This looks like an addition, actually, this box, doesn't it?
The 2 Australian.
Yes, they've got the 2 Australian here. And then, are they US? They're US.
110 volt US, yeah.
So there's no extra USB here, so you'd have to use your thing that you plug in, and then you've got your USB chargers. We always bring them where we've got a load that will plug into just one. Here we go.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Like this. I've still got all the wires in it, but you know, like one of these. And then you just plug everything into it. It plugs in, and then we've got the extra power board for the other side. So that's what we do. There we go. Nice big TV. You don't get many channels, but you get enough that you can watch the latest news. You can watch what's going on around the ship. That kind of goes on a continuous sort of cycle. I won't put it on. That goes on a continuous cycle. It'll show you things like what's on at the spa. What else do they show you? They have 2 movie channels as well, and they kind of go on a rotation. So when you're getting ready or early in the morning, you can normally grab a little.
There is there's usually a TV guide, I think, at guest services. So we might pick one of those up and put it on the website.
Yeah, it's good.
Show you the sort of things that you can see on the television.
I'm going to check for dust and things. It's absolutely spotless in here. Everywhere we've looked, we've done all that round the back of the beds and everything because we've just done a quick cleaning.
We haven't looked under the beds yet, though.
That's yes. Did you see how excited Robert sounded then? We haven't done under the beds. It's like, what gremlin are we going to find under here?
Well, sometimes they put little notices under there for people who check and they go, yes, we do clean under here too.
Could be a drunken guest from the previous cruise. What do you think?
I think that's where. To be honest with you, I think that's where the cabin stewards live, because as soon as you walk out, they come and they clean your room.
So we go, hello, anybody home?
Whilst you're there, though, let's have a look and see if. Yet there's plenty of room there to put your suitcases.
Yeah, and there's nothing left from the previous guests. But yes, so that is the
no money,
there.
No jewellery, no.
Nothing down here.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing to see here.
The things we do for you guys. Okay, so then we've got 3 more drawers here.
Ooh, I'm on my knees here. I've got to shuffle
I know.
I should have just got up. Anyway, there we go.
They don't have that little one in the middle that a lot of them have, where you put your paperwork and stuff. That's sort of missing from here. But look, there's three good size ones here.
Ooh, no, stop it.
Oh.
Bit of WD-40 needed there, I think.
Oh look, the snacks have already gone in. Okay, this is snack corner. These little open shelves, which you think are useless, are really quite useful for those grab it and go things. Nice big mirror here, lots of lighting. Now we're going to show you when we finish off, we're going to come back and then we will give you an overview of what it's actually been like to live in here over the next few days, how noisy it is, whether you can feel the rumbling of the engines, all that kind of thing matters, as well as the space. But for now, I would say we're very happy with this. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, looks great. We have now spent 3 days in our cabin. Not permanently, mind you. If you watch the rest of the videos, you'll see we've been out and had a fabulous time on this cruise. This is just a wrap up of what we found the cabin to be like, the location. Now, we said about being next door to the laundry room. We didn't hear a thing.
Never heard it once, no.
Nothing at all. And the lifts are just a little further way down as well. Nothing from those either.
Nope.
When you buy the lifts, you can hear them ping. It's quite a loud ping. Couldn't hear any of that in here. It was a really good location,
Very quiet,
actually.
isn't it? Yeah.
And to get to the lifts, obviously, is just a hop, skip and a jump to there. Being on deck 11, we didn't find that it was rocky at all, although we didn't really...
Man, I was going to say, we've been anchored up for 2 days.
Yeah, once we're anchored up, you don't really notice. But then when we moved last night, didn't notice it in bed or anything like that. So deck 11 was fine.
Wasn't really engine noise as well, was it? Because we're not right at the back. We've been right at the back before, and there has been some engine vibration and noise.
I hate that.
This is sort of midway back.
I really am quite sensitive to that. And it's the rumbling rather than hearing it. I can actually feel it, and it makes me feel a little bit quite, upset tummy kind of thing. Didn't get any of that. The bed was the best ever. You know it's the best ever because you don't even notice when you go in. You are, wasn't it? It was comfortable, wasn't it?
Yeah, mind you, it might have been the fact it was like about 2 o'clock every morning when we went to bed, but it was very comfortable. Woke up very refreshed.
Yeah, really, really good. We didn't have a problem at all with the toilets on this level. I hadn't actually heard anybody having any problem with those. I know sometimes on these cruise ships that can be a problem. So the bathroom and everything worked for us. What else did I want to mention? Oh, I did want to mention the TV. So the TV reception, it did jump quite a bit.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it?
Wasn't a great reception. The picture was sort of okay.
Yeah.
We don't watch TV, but I'd like it sometimes in the background when I'm getting ready. So that was a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
The refrigerator kept everything beautifully cold.
We always leave the door open, the wooden door, the outside door open. Gets a little bit more circulation there, and yeah, it kept it very cold. Yeah.
So that was good, and we found the size of the room and the layout and getting around it, we found that really good.
Yep.
There's no table or anything in here.
We didn't need it though either, did we? We didn't. No.
Yeah, not much room, and there's plenty of room on this desk to put all our equipment, plug it in, the computer, and
you say plenty.
table.
It was pretty full.
It was pretty full. We have lots of wires.
But we had enough space, let's put it that way.
yeah, we have lots and lots of wires, and I do bring the little ties to tie it up with, and just didn't bother actually doing that. Everything else was fine. Nothing was broken. Really pretty happy with this, and our cabin attendants, that was Jessa and Jude. Spot on, everything was lovely.
Yeah, we've been on cabins before, you mentioned that. There's been on cabins before where it's shown its sign of age. There's been chipping and maybe different knobs on the drawers or wardrobes. But no, they all match. There's no chipping. It's standing up very well for its age, actually.
It is, yeah, it is. It looks really good. There was just one thing on my bedside table. The USB worked, but it was extremely slow, so it would tell me how long it would take to recharge my phone, and it was very long. It was like so many hours, whereas when I plugged it in here in the wall, it would say like an hour to recharge. So it was working, but it was very, very slow.
Okay. Can't comment on my side because I just plugged it in at night and it was done in the morning. So.
Yeah. So if anybody is looking for a good cabin for interior,
11715.
This will do the trick.
Okay. Once again, thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye for now.